guys, how's it going? Welcome to Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. Today we are going to be organizing our three different volcanoes in a Venn diagram. So we're going to use all the characteristics and we are going to plot them on here so that we can compare and contrast the three different types of volcanoes that we've learned about. So from your volcano notes, which you should still have access to even if you submitted the document, you can find this in your drive. From your volcano notes that we finished, and you should have submitted them to me by now, you will be using this Venn diagram and the notes on those PowerPoint slides to compare and contrast. So in a Venn diagram, we have three circles here. Anything that is overlapping means that this is something the two volcanoes share. So for example, cinder cones and stratovolcanoes, anything that those two volcanoes have in common, I would put in this area right here. Notice how the stratovolcano is overlapping the cinder cone circle. So where they overlap each other, this is where I would put common characteristics. And in order to write on here, since it's a drawing, you'll want to use the text box option. See text box, the little T with the square over it. I'm going to click there, and then I can draw a little box here. So something that they have in common is that they both have steep sides. So I'm going to put that in this box, right? They do not share that in common with a shield volcano. So I'm not going to put it in this one, right? For this center ring right here, this piece right here, this is only for things that all three volcanoes have in common, right? A characteristic that all three have in common. So I'm going to make a little text box, and just off the top of my head, all three of them contain magma, right? Obviously, that's a characteristic of any volcano, right? They have magma in them. So that is something I could put in this box right here. So you're going to want to put as many characteristics on here as you can. Definitely include all of the characteristics that are listed in your notes. So violent eruptions is something that can happen in a stratovolcano and is unique to stratovolcanoes, right? The other ones didn't really say anything about having particularly violent eruptions, right? So I can assume that that is unique to just the stratovolcano. So violent eruptions on my Venn diagram, I would put it right here, because this is not overlapping. This section is not overlapping with shield volcano or the cinder cone volcano circle. So that would be something that I would put in this section. So it's just stratovolcanoes have this characteristic. So violent eruptions. So anything that is pertaining only to a shield volcano, I would want to put in this section here. Anything that is shared between strato and shield volcanoes, I would put right here. Anything shared between shield volcanoes and cinder cone volcanoes, I would put right here. This would be shared between all three. And as I said before, shared between strato and cinder cone volcanoes goes right here. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, but this is what we are going to be doing for today. So again, make sure that you've turned in your student copy of these volcano notes. A lot of you did not submit those yet, so make sure you get those in, and I think that's all. I hope you guys have a great day.